6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. National Assembly was informed today that investors are showing keen interest for investment in the country as a result of the government's reforms. Foreign Minister says Pakistan wants to intensify its engagements with the world to safeguard its national interests for betterment of the people. The government has distributed $316 million among flood-affected families across the country under Benazir Income Support Program. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for more representative, democratic, and effective Security Council. Political analysts say Jammu and Kashmir is a UN-mandated disputed territory and Modi-led Indian government's illegal actions of 5th of August 2019 cannot change this reality. The world countries, including United States, have vowed to pressure North Korea over launch of an intercontinental ballistic missile. And now the news in detail. The National Assembly was informed in categorical terms today that the country faces no risk of default. Minister of State for Finance Aisha Ghaus Pasha told the House during question hour that the country was faced with a difficult situation when the present coalition government came into power as the IMF program was suspended. She said, "We have revived the IMF program while improvement is being seen in exports and remittances are also pouring in the country." She said the investors are showing interest for investment in the country as a result of our reforms. The Minister of State said the international community has shown the intent to help Pakistan in the post-flood reconstruction and rehabilitation efforts. Aisha Ghaus Pasha said policies are being framed to enhance the size of the formal economy by bringing potential taxpayers into the tax net. Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has said Pakistan wants to engage to safeguard its national interests for the betterment of the people. He said this while highlighting priority areas of his foreign policy during a media interaction in Islamabad this afternoon. The Foreign Minister said we want peaceful relations with all the countries, including the neighbouring states. The incumbent government is pitching Pakistan's foreign policy in a positive way. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari also highlighted his positive engagements at the multilateral level, which resulted in whitelisting of Pakistan from Financial Action Task Force's grey list. The government has distributed $316 million under Benazir Income Support Program among the flood-affected families across the country. This was stated by Minister for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety Shazia Mari while briefing the Executive Board of World Food Programme in Italy about the recent floods in Pakistan and their aftermath. She said Pakistan faces the challenge of food insecurity by 2030 as more than 33 million people have been affected by floods in 82 districts of the country. She said Benazir Income Support Program and World Food Program jointly launched an initiative to prevent malnutrition with a special focus on improving health and nutrition status of pregnant women and lactating mothers in the flood-hit areas. The 11th edition of International Defence Exhibition and Seminar Ideas 2022 concluded today at Karachi Expo Centre. According to PAF spokesperson, National Aerospace Science and Technology Park continues to gather admiration from the visitors. The broad spectrum of the project and its national significance has made it the most successful project at the exhibition. The PAF Pavilion, with the static display of state-of-the-art JF-17 Thunder and Super Mushak trainer aircraft, remained iconic in the mega event, with keen interest shown in the indigenously developed aircraft by the visiting delegates and senior military officials of different countries. Pakistan has called for preserving principles of the UN Charter and the structure of constructive and cooperative multilateralism. This was stated by Permanent Representative of Pakistan to the United Nations, Munir Akram, while delivering statement in General Assembly plenary question of equitable representation on an increase in the membership of the Security Council and other matters related to the Security Council. The ambassador said General Assembly has agreed repeatedly that the Security Council needs to be reformed through its expansion on the basis of equitable geographic representation. He said we need a more representative, democratic, transparent, effective, and accountable Security Council. Munir Akram said reform of the Security Council involves the vital national interest of each and every member state. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. President Dr. Arif Alvi has underlined the need for a comprehensive awareness campaign to educate women regarding steps taken by the government for their empowerment and urged them to benefit from these initiatives. He was speaking during a meeting with the delegation of the Women Business Network in Islamabad today. During the meeting, the president said many women-focused projects have been launched, including opening bank accounts online without visiting banks and property rights acts. Appreciating the role of BISP and SR's programs in maintaining the data of women population and providing them with financial stipends, the president called upon all women networks and relevant organizations to start programs to advise women to fully utilize the opportunities offered by the government. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, political analysts and civil society members have said that Jammu and Kashmir is a UN-mandated disputed territory and Narendra Modi-led Indian government's illegal actions of 5th of August 2019 cannot change this reality. The political analysis and civil society members talking to Kashmir Media Service over phone from Srinagar said that India itself had taken the Kashmir dispute to the UN Security Council, which passed successive resolutions calling for its settlement through holding of plebiscite in Jammu and Kashmir. The political expert said that the world body had failed to implement its resolutions despite the passage of over 7 decades, resulting in the continued sufferings of the Kashmiris. The members of Political Peace Movement, Kashmir People's Forum, Forum for Peace and Justice, JNK, Sikh Muslim Intellectual Circle, and JNK Justice and Peace Initiative deplored that the world community had overlooked the important human and political dimensions of the lingering Kashmir dispute. North Korea fired an intercontinental ballistic missile today in one of its most powerful ever tests. The missile landed in Japan's exclusive economic zone in the sea, some 210 kilometers west of Hokkaido. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, who is in Bangkok, said the launch of the missile is absolutely unacceptable. Meanwhile, the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and leaders from Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand and Canada held an urgent meeting in Bangkok today and vowed to pressure North Korea over the launch of an intercontinental ballistic missile. She told reporters that they strongly condemn these actions and again called for North Korea to stop further unlawful destabilizing acts. Meanwhile, a White House statement said that the 6 leaders also warned North Korea of a strong and resolute response. They also called on the North Korea to abandon needless provocation and return to serious and sustained diplomacy. The Embassy of Palestine in Islamabad hoisted the flag at half-mast to mourn the lives of the victims of the unfortunate fire incident in a house in Jabalia refugee camp in the northern Gaza Strip. According to the Palestinian embassy, the incident resulted in the death of an entire family consisting of 21 people. The unfortunate accident was the result of a fire in the family's stock of fuel to operate the electricity generator, which has become a necessity for every home in the Gaza Strip to overcome unjust Israeli power blockade. In Russia, 7 people, including 5 children, were burned to death in a private residential building in the Sterlita Mark district of Bashkortostan Republic today. The cause of the fire is under investigation. And finally, the weather report. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News.